I want to speak to Matthew alone first because he was the one that wrote to me for help. This is a young man who desperately wants to understand why his mother left him and why his father seems so upset with his mother.
I used to dream about if my mother actually came into my life, she'd pick me up after school and I would spend a lot more time with her, like on Mother's Day, on Christmas Day, and birthdays. She would give me lots of love and tuck me in at night. Now she is here, but she doesn't give me any of that, and it's really been tough. My mother, she never keeps her promises. 2 weeks before Halloween, she promised me that we were going to go to a Halloween party, but she didn't even call. No show, I had to call her. Then my mom and I made a date to go to Knott's Scary Farm. And when that date came up, I didn't know where she was, and I called her on her cell phone like 20 times. She wouldn't pick up until like the 30th time. All she said was just, "I'll call you later, I'm busy right now." She promised me she would get a PlayStation 3 for Christmas, and it's now, well, a month later, and she hasn't got me that. One time when she told me she was at work, I called them and they said she's not working, and it's really been tough. I would like to trust her, but it's just impossible. I have her put her hand on the Bible, and then I ask her to tell the truth and not any lies.
Well, Matthew, you've been watching my conversation with your mother and your father. What do you want to see happen here?
I'd like to have a better relationship with my mother and hopefully see her more, also without like getting supervised.
So you want to see her alone?
It would be nice, but I mean, I understand the court orders. It says my dad has to supervise all visits.
This will seem like an obvious question. I just want to hear it in your words. Why do you want to have this relationship with your mother?
I'd like to have a mother in my life because I'd like to have a balance in my life.
And do you trust her at this point?
No, I do not. 'Cause
Why do you not trust
every
her?
time I ask her to promise something, she always, she promises, and then the next day later, it's always broken.
And that disappoints you. She's broken a promise.
Yes.
What'd you tell her when she did that?
I'm really disappointed in you, Mom, and I cried all night and hoping at least you could at least call the day that we were going to go to the Halloween party or Knott's Scary Farm, and she didn't call. I had to wait 2 days later or the next day, and it was really disappointing because I thought I could trust her.
During the break, when I first got back here, we were talking about the hospital and how you couldn't call her at first when your leg was hurt. Then when you were back in, you said you did call her and she didn't show up with balloons and
No, she
all of
did not.
that. Why would she say that?
She usually lies. That's really all she does.
If you were there, you would know whether she
yes.
did or she didn't.
Yeah, she didn't. She came like at the second time I hurt my leg. She did come. It was like the 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, but then after I was throwing up, the next time, 2 times when I was throwing up and everything, I'd go back to the hospital, and I called her and everything, and she didn't come. It took 20, 30 times, and she finally answered, and then she says, "I can't come, honey. I'm working." And then she said, after the first time I was throwing up, went to the hospital, she said, "Next time, honey, I will come to the hospital when you need me." And I called next time, she didn't come.